Hey, what's up homies, my name is SlyFoxTown and welcome to my basic tips and tricks of Smite, the game. And today we're going to be playing with Artemis since she's pretty much one of the most easiest gods to play and she's available for anybody. You don't have to buy it, you right away have her to play. So I decided to give you guys a little basic tutorial and a few little things that will make you a lot better at this game without having to either play with Artemis. You can use this kind of strategy with a lot of people, and yeah, this is just a little basic tips and tricks so you guys are more aware of what's going on in the game. So this is a very simple one. Right away when you select a character when you're in game, you'll have the ability to either auto level skills and auto level items. This is actually going to help a lot of people that are new to this game. I personally feel that this game is very noob friendly, very newbie friendly, because League of Legends doesn't have this where you can auto level skills or auto buy items. It recommends you to buy items, and later on as you get better you can select off these two check boxes. But for those that are starting new, make sure you have this selected. You might be in a disadvantage to somebody that already is not using this, but it will make the game a lot less stressful and not make you buy the wrong items for the character or the god that you're using. So this tip really applies if you already have the item thingy checked off, the auto buy checked off. The one item that I always recommend anybody to get, regardless if they're laning with somebody, going solo or whatever, is called the Hand of God. This is in the ability section on the others tab when you go to your item section. If you guys don't know how to even go to the item section, just press the letter I and it will open up your inventory, your item section, and you'll find this ability in the abilities in the others tab, and it's called Hand of God. So Hand of God is such a useful thing to clear out waves or to just be able to be a pusher. It's a very good item to begin with. They recently actually upped the price because they felt it was too cheap. It was only 500 gold. Now they upped it to 700. But what this does, if you guys ever play League of Legends, it's called Smite pretty much. And what it does damage only to minions or mobs in jungle camps, and it will do 600 straight damage. So pretty much you'll be able to kill the first 3 soldiers right away. And if you guys can see in this part, I just right away eat through them, and then I can just proceed to kill the easier, weaker mobs or minions, which are the archers. So this is a good item to be a pusher. It's amazing for getting creeps and jungles a lot faster. And the cool thing, this compared to League of Legends, this little circle, it's a AoE. When you press the letter F to actually use the ability, or whatever letter that you have on, it will be on your bottom right. You can select this. It will have a little circle or area of effect, and when you select it and press it, it will kill anything in that little circle. And it's an amazing tool to just be a good pusher in Smite. So think about this, and hopefully you can apply this into your game as you feel more comfortable when you play. Since I gave you guys a little kind of advanced tip with the whole Hand of God, let me give you a basic thing that a lot of people might not realize. In this game, you move a lot faster when you're just going forward, like pretty much looking at the back of your character and moving forward. If you were to ever decide to run away, don't run away facing back. You see right now I'm moving forward. It's a lot faster than if I was just walking backwards or going left or right. You get a good chunk of speed in comparison if I was just moving left or right or walking backwards as I'm doing right now. So that's something that you should definitely keep in mind. So let's say you're getting chased, don't run backwards. Turn the whole camera and run to that direction, the opposite direction that the god or the enemy is at. That way you have a lot more speed and most likely are going to be able to get to the point that you feel more safe and secure, regardless if that's the tower or with your teammates. And you'll be able to get away from ganks or even possible deaths. I don't know, but it will definitely help you, and it will make you a harder target to pretty much hit and whatnot. Let's talk about Artemis abilities. The first one, I like to call it Divine Trap, or the Bear Trap if you want to call it. And essentially it's a booby trap where it's only activated if a god were to run on top of it. It activates like a bear trap and it holds the god in position for a good 1 to 2 seconds, depending how many levels you have it level up already. And it immobilizes it, but still the god is able to attack you or just pretty much fuck your day up in that position, but he has no way of moving. So this ability is really good to use in combination with your ultimate. Sadly, in this practice match, I can't really show you how your ultimate and this trap works together. But the idea of it is when you use your ultimate, it will stun somebody, and then you later on put the trap on top of them. That way, they're actually stunned for a longer set of time, and you can just wail on them. Also, this ability can be used as a ward. Yep, you can use up to 3 at one time, and it will give you vision wherever you decide to put it. So that's a good way to, one, use it to not get ganked by people, and on top of that, to pretty much sustain their, time that they can't move and pretty much damage them as much as possible. It's a really good ability, and you guys should definitely use it wisely. Something that a lot of people might not realize is when you're playing auto select item and auto select, skills, or even if you're playing normally, buying potions will definitely help you. These potions are available in the Consumable tab and others, and you can buy as many as you want for, I think it's actually the max is like 5 or 6, I could be wrong, but you get a potion that you can use by pressing C, and there's 2 different kinds of potions that you can use early game, the mana potion or the health potion. And usually when I play, I buy up to 3. I buy first level boots, hand of gods, and at least 2 to 3 potions. Now that they up the price of hand of gods, I'm only able to buy 2. But you can use this potion by pressing C, and it will make your health regeneration a lot faster. It will give you like plus 10 to what you normally already have. So this is something you guys should definitely be aware of. Just press C whenever you feel like you're low, and this really helps early game actually, guys. Let's say you did a little bit of damage to the god, and you pushed back you wanted to regain some health, you went to your tower to relax for a little bit, press C, and let the health go back up. Let my health go up, please. So Artemis' next ability is her number 2. Sadly, I don't know the name of it because I'm just not that kind of person, but I can definitely tell you what it does and what it will do for your character. As soon as you press 2, you'll notice that Artemis turns her bow sideways, and you notice to hear like even her shots a little bit louder. You hear like essentially what you just did, you gave Artemis an attack speed buff. Artemis is an AD character, AD ranged character, so her basic damage or basic attacks will definitely help you guys a lot in battles. So that's pretty much her biggest source of damage, her basics. And by pressing your 2, well, what you actually activate is pretty much a speed buff where Artemis will constantly shoot a lot faster. You'll notice it more when you actually keep leveling it up, and you'll be able to do it for a longer period as you level it up. But it's an amazing ability to do when you're up close and ready to whoop some ass. Make sure that you have all that lined up and just go to town with that attack speed buff, because it's going to be awesome. So the Artemis' third ability is pretty much you making it rain on an area that you decide to choose. As you notice right now, I chose that area and it landed on everybody and did a significant amount of damage to everybody in that circle. Let me explain to you guys also how this works. If you guys were to tilt the camera where you pretty much flat on the ground, you have more range with this ability, as if you're just looking from the very tip top, looking from the very sky, if anything. The more that you pretty much fly in your angle, the longer the range for this ability. And what this ability does is pretty much rains arrows in that AoE or that area effect that you selected, and will damage all the enemies for one significant good amount. And on top of that, it will slow them. So this is a great opening attack for Artemis. This is pretty much her baby. This is where she capitalizes it. And later on, in later levels, it's smarter to use this ability on the archers or the bottom, the very back of the lane minions, because they're the weakest ones. So when you just have, let's say you have a high enough Artemis with a high enough ability, your number 3, you can use your Hand of God to eliminate all the soldiers in front of you, and then proceed using your number 3, your make it rain with arrows, and eliminate the whole wave in a matter of seconds. It is amazing, and it's an amazing ability to just open up and damage or just poke enemies. So understand, the longer, the flatter the angle that you have your camera, the more the range you'll be able to have with this ability. So keep all that in mind. It's an amazing ability. Again, I just love this character because it's so easy to use, but even though it's easy, she's a very flashy character. She's pretty fucking cool. A little quick tip that might help a lot of you guys that play ranged characters is this blue little arrow. It's in the settings section, and if you have a disabled blue arrow, make sure you uncheck that like this. And what it will allow you to do is you'll have this blue arrow in front of you. which will tell you how far your AD range or AP range attacks will go, your basic attacks. I didn't know about this when I first started, and I didn't have the blue arrow, so anytime I play with any ranged character, I had to guesstimate where my basic attacks would land. So make sure you activate this, because this will definitely give you a helping hand. It's not considered noobage. I personally don't think it's noobage. I think it's noobage if you don't use it, because it's there to help you. Anybody can use it. So make sure you take the disable, because this is very crucial to land these attacks with Artemis, because she relies a lot on her basic attacks. And by having this little blue arrow of guidance, you will definitely be able to land a lot more attacks and whatnot. And last but not least, Artemis ultimate, her number 4, Pumbaa. Pretty much Artemis calls out a board, and this really doesn't work when you're doing like bots and whatever. For me, in this case, when I'm trying to teach you guys, it really didn't help. But what this does, it does a larger area of effect, you know, compared to what the Hand of God has, like that little circle. It's a giant pretty much area of effect, and any god caught in that area, when you call your board will initially just jump out of the ground and tackle a god, and pretty much will stun them for 2 to 3 seconds. And then after he's done tackling that god, it will proceed to tackle any other gods near you. This is one of the best abilities to initiate team fights or pretty much secure yourself a kill, because here's the combo of this ability. As soon as you have your ability 4 and you feel confident enough that you can pretty much take anybody down while using all 4 of your abilities, here's the sequence that you want to use. First of all, you grab your 4 and make sure that it will hit the one specific god. Let's say if you're laning middle and you're 1v1ing Ra already used his abilities, and you know that he's in a cooldown refresh. He has to wait to use his ability. This is the time you shine. You grab your 4, you activate it, and the board will go right to Ra. But make sure that when you activate this, Ra is in that circle, that giant circle that it activates before you throw your board. Because if not, he's just gonna stand there looking like a dumbass, and you just wasted your ultimate, and you have to wait over a minute or so to use this. But make sure you activate this ability when you're confident enough that you want to just go for a kill, and this ability will go to the god, stun them. The next thing I want you guys to do is go right to the god and place a number 1 trap in front of his feet, or wherever you think he's gonna start backing away. What this is gonna do, it's gonna extra stun him. So right away you can do this. Press your 4, have the board stun the god, run to the god, use your number 1, so whenever he decides to move, he gets trapped. Make sure you throw your 3 on top of the god while he's still stunned, and then activate your 2 so you can just hit him when he's stunned between either the board or the trap. And this is a heavy, crazy ass combination. Later on, when I do normal live streams or normal live games and I play Artemis, you'll see me use this ability or this sequence. But hopefully that'll help you guys for this. And that's pretty much what I can offer you guys and give you tips and tricks of Artemis. And hopefully this will help you be a better Smite player, because I noticed that these are very simple tips that I just gave, and a little bit more in-depth things with Artemis. But she's such a fun character to play. She's an amazing god. And hopefully all these tips that I gave you will definitely help you out, not only with Artemis, but maybe you can apply this with different gods. I use the whole Hand of God ability thingy with every single god, because it's just a great way to gain easy money or easy gold in this game. And in this game, it's all about who has the more gold, because the more gold you have, the better items you have, the more of a threat you are when it comes to doing damage and all that jazz. So hopefully you guys enjoy my Artemis tips and tricks tutorial shenanigans. My name is Sly Fox Town. If you guys want to see more Smite stuff, tell me in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Join the homies. We're pretty fucking awesome. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Sly Fox Town, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, homies. See ya!